This video, I will explain about paychecks. You work hard and you're ready to earn money. So how do you get that money? I'm going to explain that to you. Today is payday. How do you receive the money? You will give your company your bank account information. Remember, I explained that to you about the voided check or the bank letter. The company will deposit the money into your account. Sometimes they will still give you a paper check, and you have to go to the bank and deposit it yourself. Now, for pay stubs, that's where you will see how much you've earned and how much has been deposited into your account. You can find it either on the company computer or online or an app. Sometimes the company will still mail you a paper form. Different companies have different ways to pay their employees. Sometimes they will pay on a weekly basis or bi-weekly, which is every other week, or possibly 2 times a month, on the 15th or the 31st, or the 8th and the 20th, depending on the company policy. And sometimes they pay once a month, like Social Security, on the 1st or the 3rd, or possibly the 17th, depending on the policy. So, I'm going to explain gross pay. If you work part-time, suppose you work 20 hours a week, 4 hours each day over 5 days, and the company pays you $20 an hour. That's a total of $400 for 1 week. If you work full-time, and it's 40 hours a week, which is 8 hours over a 5-day span, and you get paid $20 an hour, that'll be $800 for the week. Remember, you're supposed to work 5 days. So that amount you see, both for 400 and 800, is that the amount you're going to get in your bank account? No, it is not. You will see deductions from your pay. All companies have standard deductions, which are federal income tax, state income tax, FICA tax, which is Social Security and Medicare taxes, state and local specific taxes, and other kind of deductions like a 401k, which is a retirement plan, your health care insurance, your dental and vision insurance. There's different kinds of deductions. If you remember the form I explained previously called the W-4, this is how they figure out your taxes. When you fill out that form and you identify as being either single or married, the company will see whether you're single or married on the form. And then they'll know how much of a tax deduction they need to take out of your pay. Not all 50 states pay state income tax. If you see here, there's 9 states that don't have to pay state income tax. FICA tax, which is Social Security and Medicare, Those are automatically taken out of your pay. It's an automatic 7.65%. And this is how it's split. 6.2% goes to Social Security, and 1.45% goes to Medicare. So the reason we have to pay this is actually beneficial. If you work many years and you continue to work, and now it's time for you to retire, and you go to the Social Security Administration office and you apply for retirement Social Security, they will analyze your work history, and then you can get a monthly retirement amount. If you work and continue to work and then suddenly you become disabled, it means you apply for disability Social Security. Social Security will analyze your paperwork, and then they will see how much they could pay you monthly. So the FICA is important and beneficial. It's like you're saving, investing your money, but it's for Social Security purposes. So why do we need to pay taxes? Well, for many reasons. Number one, we have to pay government employees. Who do you think pays the teachers? We do, the taxpayers. Who pays the police and the firefighters? We pay taxes. Also, it depends on where you live. Maybe the highways or the roads and bridges need to be fixed. That money can be applied to those repairs. Also, public libraries, maybe the building needs to be repaired, or they need to order more books, or possibly the parking lot needs to be resurfaced. So those are the reasons why we pay taxes. Now, you can see here the gross pay and the deductions. You see this pay stub? It's going to show you a breakdown. You earned $14.50 an hour, and you worked 40 hours, which means full time. You earned $500. If you look over to the next section, it's deductions for FICA, which is Medicare, Social Security, federal income tax, and state taxes. You total those, and it's $121.45. So when you look in your bank account, you'll see how much. $458.55. So the totals, so this really is what's called your net pay, or your take-home pay. This is what your pay stub will look like. If you need help, contact your job coach, your VR counselor, or pre-ET specialist, or you could ask your company human resource person. Budget wisely.